The first thing I can tell you is you have to know your worth. You are the only person on earth who can place how high or how low your value is, because no one has the power to do that but yourself. So don't let others' perspective about you or past relationships you've had determine how valuable you are. And the best way for you to find your value is learning who you are, learning what you stand for and what you live for. A lot of people are like, I want to be confident. I can't be confident. Like, I don't feel good enough. Well, of course you don't feel confident. You don't even know who you are. You don't have nothing to stand for. You don't have nothing that you can hold on to and be like, yeah, I like this about myself. That's part of who I am, and I'm proud of that. If you don't know yourself, how are you going to be confident? And that takes time. Once you start developing your own values, you will get to the next step, which is not only accept yourself, but also love yourself. How do you expect someone to unconditionally love you in a relationship if you don't even love yourself, right? One way that really helped me with this journey of loving myself, everything you do, even if there's nobody watching, that is going to stay in your subconscious and you're going to judge yourself. So like if you're a with someone and you're like talk shit to them and you're like just not being a good person, even if there's nobody else watching, you are watching yourself. Your subconscious is gonna look at you and be like, what a bad person I am. I don't like me anymore. Thinking bad things about people, gossiping about people, doing things that doesn't serve you as a human being is gonna make you hate yourself more all the time that you even look in the mirror, you know? The first step is having compassion towards yourself and understanding that you're not perfect. Even though you're not perfect, you are trying your best, and that is what is gonna make you be able to look up to yourself. If you want to try your best, I can tell you that therapy was one of the most important parts of my personal healing journey and process. My mom's a psychologist, but it wasn't until the moment I needed it that I've realized how important it is and how life-changing it can be. Some people can be hesitant when asking for help, but that's the moment where they're being the strongest version of themselves. That's when they're taking action. I don't want to live like this anymore. I want to change. I want to be better. If you feel like you may benefit from therapy, take action. A lot of people like that comfortable situation where even if they're not that into that guy or that girl, they treat me so well. So I'm just going to stay with them because this situation is just comfortable. It's not only comfortable, but it's safe. True love can't be just one-sided. It has to be both ways. You have to get to know that person. It's even crazy to say that because people will be like, oh, of course I have to know that person, like before getting married, for example, or even before getting in a relationship. You would think that, but a lot of people get married, in 6 months they divorce, and you ask them like, what's the reason for the divorce? And their answer is, oh, because they wanted to have kids and I didn't. Bruh, are you serious? You guys never talked about that in the relationship stage? They don't. That's actually what happens. That's what dating is for. It's not for you to literally just fulfill your physical desires, but it's for you to get to know that human being, get to know their flaws, see how they treat their parents, how they act around their family, because a lot of the times that's how they're gonna act with you in the future. I know some people have really bad relationships with their parents, so it's not going to be really accurate, but most of the time, what I'm saying is correct. If the guy or the girl doesn't treat their parents with respect, don't go for that. That's a red flag, so you gotta run. Another very important thing is love is sacrifice, and I know a lot of people don't like to use that word, but you're there to serve that person and they're there to serve you. They should have that same mindset too. Sometimes people are in a relationship for a long time and then they end up not caring anymore. For example, you're a person that used to love to work out, eat healthy, look good, and then suddenly after 5 years in a relationship, you absolutely throw all these qualities away. I understand that people can change and that is okay. We're gonna go through the changes together, but we have to adapt with that person's need in mind. You're not alone anymore. All of your choices in life is going to involve that person. So yeah, we're going to love each other. We're going to support each other in the hard times, but neither of us would tolerate unhealthy behavior in the relationship. You're actually pushing your partner to be better and yourself. In your first date, second date, third date, it's really normal that a person would only partially their personality, only show their good part and be like, oh, see, like, that's who I am. Let's just say a guy in their first date, they take the girl into this very expensive place and in this very expensive car, but he actually likes to stay at home more. He's more introvert. Even if the girl falls in love, what is the point? Because she's falling in love with someone else. It's not even you. Always be yourself from the beginning, you know? Don't be with this game thing that be like, I just want to show my best side because I just want this to work out so badly that I'm gonna change who I am, change my personality to adapt to whatever that person likes. For how long are you gonna be able to sustain that? Think about that. It doesn't matter how much you want to please people saying that you are in your 20s and you're married. If in your 40s you're going to get divorced and you just wasted your whole life until now with the person that you actually never really loved, for people outside to look at you and be like, oh, okay, yeah, she's doing the normal thing, so yeah, she's good, or he's good, right? Because, you know, he's married, he got a family, but are you even happy? Are you even doing what you're meant to do? And not only love, but something that you were born for. The world is full of distractions. We're so overwhelmed with all this information that internet constantly is giving us that we might get influenced by things that not necessarily align with us, but because we see it so much, we're like, yeah, I like that. I personally have had my experiences with God, and I've seen how much that changed my life. I think spirituality is something that can help you so much into literally everything in your life. Not only getting to know yourself or finding the right partner, but every single thing in your life. Ask God, is this the right person for me? And if that's the right person for me, show me a sign. Or if I'm not meant to marry, then show me what I'm here for. Because if you're alive, you have a purpose inside this world, and there are people needing that purpose of yours to be fulfilled. You know how a lot of times we meet someone and we're just in love instantly. We're like, they're the person of my life. We kissed and it was so good, and we had this chemistry. Okay, that's good. But you're gonna feel physically attracted to so many people in your life. Like, there's a lot of beautiful, attractive people out there. Love is not just about feeling attractive. Don't be that person that get into a relationship with the intention of fixing that person. If you start a relationship already wanting to change them, what is the point? I know you love that person. I know you think they're the one, but the relationship didn't even start and you're already trying to change them. What do you think is gonna happen in 3 years from now, in 5 or 10 years from now? Like, how long do you think this relationship is gonna last? Don't do that. That's here. Don't do that. If you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.